That was a terrible intro. Sorry, I was just jamming out and I had to enjoy that little moment. I hope you enjoyed it there with me. But no, let's even see if the camera's rolling. Hopefully not, because that was terrifying. It is. Okay. But we're going to pretend like that intro didn't happen and that I'm not a corny, cheesy individual. But okay, so I am home alone, and I have been technically since Friday, and it's like 3 p.m. when I'm filming this on this fine Sunday, Sabbath day. And being extra weird in this video, very sorry, apologies. But anyway, yeah, basically Friday at 3 p.m.-ish, give or take more or less, my mom left to go meet with my dad across town-ish. And so he had this work trip, even in the midst of all of what's going on, all of the happenings and ongoings on with the coronavirus and everything. Anyway, so he's going to be home for a while, like everybody else, so that's real nice. That could be another update another time with me and how the coronavirus has affected me. But anyway, not that I'm like sick or anything, but this is a rant and a ramble. But okay, yeah, so I've been home alone and it's been real nice. But technically I haven't been home alone, not really, because we have this little friend over here, this furry friend, who is unhappy with me right now because I won't let him leave my side. He can't leave my room right now. I mean, he could, but he would probably leave like a bomb downstairs. Do we want that? I don't think so. I don't like cleaning up his poop. Poop makes me sick. And then we got this little guy, so I got my little doggo friends, and I've only been talking to my dog basically since, let's see, Friday. The last person I saw was Friday, and now it's Sunday. So, not a lot of human interaction. Everybody's like cooped up because of the coronavirus. Nobody wants to leave their house, and we are advised, encouraged not to do so. But it was a madhouse when I ran that errand. I just went there for bananas, and I was surprised that there was even things and stuff there. I mean, I've seen pictures online and things and stuff on Facebook, and it's just craziness going on in the world. And it's hit like every part of the world. So it's very intense and extreme, I feel like. But anyway, so I've only been talking to my dog. Basically, I haven't gone crazy yet. I'm not that nuts. I'm insane, but I'm not nuts at least. And then, obviously, like, I've talked to my parents, I've called them, they've called me, whatever. But anyway, so also my face, I strongly resemble a clown, and I'm glad that there's this space between us, and let me further that space. But you look so depressed, Bun Bun. Sit up straight. It's bad for your back. Bad posture. But yeah. So, yeah. Another little update. It has been pouring rain, pouring, sprinkling on and off, going back and forth. We got some snow, not quite a blizzard, like it's been in the past, these past few months, I guess. Just like on and off again. But the snow seems to be melting thanks to the sun being out sometimes. And then also the rain helped in that as well. So that is a weather update. There's your weatherman, weather forecast things and stuff. But yeah, so that's very exciting. Coronavirus, home alone with the dog, and the weather outside, like the weather's inside, okay? But anyway, so the point of the video. I did want to do this last month, and then it didn't happen. I thought of other video ideas. It is the month of March when I'm filming this, and I was thinking, because I have a love of music, and I know a lot of other people do enjoy music and songs and singers as well, I was thinking it'd be a nice little pun, but not really. It's really corny and cheesy of me, but I was just like, it could be a fine, fabulous, fantastic month of love, which is February, the month where Valentine's Day is to be enjoyed or endured, and it could also be the time when I talk about, in the point of the video, just skip to the end if there is an end. No, just kidding. I will get there. But yeah, what is on my iPod Nano? And my Nano's name is Nana. I've got two grandmas, like basically everybody else, that's how it works. My Grandma Terry and then my Nana Frida. There's Grandma, there's Nana, my dad's side, my mom's side, it's different. My dad is Canadian, they say Nana. Not everyone, not every family, but mine does. And I just thought Nano would be cute, so in honor of my Nana Frida, kind of named after you. I've had this for forever. This is my second one. My first one was gold. This one is silver. And yeah, my first one, I got it in high school, and this one right here I got around the time I graduated, which was like 2016, and here we are, 2020. So, had it for a little bit. Yeah, like around the time I graduated, and now it's 2020. So yeah, it's been a while. And I haven't really been reaching for it as much because I've just been resorting to my phone. I don't have iTunes, I'm really weird. So I have music CDs in like ways of music, I guess. Music CDs, I burnt CDs through my sister's iTunes account. This was years ago. This was back in high school when I really got into music. And other sources of music. There's this guy, which I got in high school. You know, number 2. I don't know what that was. And then there's, what else? Obviously my phone. I just use YouTube though. I use YouTube, CDs in the car, CD player right here behind you off to this side. What else? There's Alexa downstairs. I live at home right now, and we've got an Alexa, so that's always nice. That's more my mom's toy, kind of. And then there's like the radio in the car, the radio on the CD player. I don't use that as much. I prefer my own resources, I guess. Yeah. What else was I gonna say? More things and stuff that I don't remember. And I gotta stop saying those 2 words. There's an and in the middle. Those 3 words. That's a weird phrase, but I love it. But, anyway, so I was thinking that it may be interesting to see what artists, bands I'm into. If you guys are curious, if you want to know, if you're interested, I don't know. Has this ever been done before? Oh, and by the way, I don't know what generation this iPod Nano is. I cannot tell you. I don't know if it's an upgrade from the other one I had, the first one. But, yeah. And the story about the first one is terrible. So, I would run. I still run. Sometimes I'm out of shape right now. Trying to work on that. Working on working out. Sure, okay. Anyway, I would run with the iPod here in my bra, like between the bra and my skin, my lack of boob area. Terrible of me. And now I have this case, actually. So here's this guy. And I broke the other one with my sweat and the heat off of my body. Like, the body heat was ruining, and like moistening sounds so nasty, so disgusting. And I always thought I didn't sweat, but I obviously did if I actually destroyed a Nano. So this one still works, even though I haven't touched it. It's like been collecting dust, and it's probably got little dust bunnies. Sorry, that's a bad word for you. Just hanging out in my closet. I haven't used this for probably a year. It had Ellie Goulding on it, and I remember like the last time that I was listening to her was in the car on a Disneyland trip, a vacation with my family, and that was like last spring, was it? I believe that was the last time I listened to it, but I don't know if that was the last time I went to Disneyland. I think it was. I'm terrible. I feel like my family goes so much. We won't be going for a while. And there was like a dry spell until the last like year or 2. Then we went like religiously trying to use up that pass, that annual pass. But anyway, yeah. So that was the story of that guy. It kind of turned into a really scary screen. Kind of cool though. It was like the rainbow and this like static electricity going on, and it was not good. But it was very interesting. And now he's being happy. I'm glad. He's just resting, chilling out. Hanging out? Chilling? Okay. I'm getting my words mixed around, turned around. So this guy is from my dad, and it's by Belkin, I guess is how you pronounce it, Belkin. And it's just this little strap with Velcro, and you can adjust it. However, I am so scrawny. Like, I'm a skinny bee, and sometimes I wish that I were a fat A, because I feel like it could be easier. I say that now, and I'm not in that place, in that position. Grass is always greener. I'm not in their shoes, you know, people with that body type, but it can be very annoying. Like, I have to get this fixed. It would always like slide down, slip off sometimes while I was running, and that's just not fun, especially when I'm not, what's the word, like, not wireless, what's it called? Unplugged, that's not what it's called. Just, like, you don't need these to listen to your tunes. And who says tunes anymore? iTunes does. But yeah, so I have my little earbuds. And I don't want to trip over them anymore. And I do want to get using this again so that I don't go back to YouTube and use my cellular, rely on the internet elsewhere. So this is really nice. I don't even know, does this require internet in order to play? I don't think it does, because I've been able to use this on trips. I really don't think it does. Because it's like iTunes, and iTunes is different, and it's like, I don't know much about this, but I'm talking about this, so I sound very smart right now. But yeah, so it's just like black with gray detailing, and it's an interesting shape. You can even slip in a little key right here. I don't trust that, and I don't do that. I just prefer like my wallet or my purse. And it's just this little slip here, and it's got like this shield, and you can use it. It's thick enough to be safe, but it's thin enough to use. Like, you can press the on, and then you can, I got Bombay Bicycle Club, which I will talk about, and then you just hit the home, and you can, yeah, I'm not showing this very well, but you just use it that way. And then they do not have the newer version, like, plug-in. Again, I'm not sounding very smart, but this is the circular plug-in, and there's names for these as well. But I have, for my phone, used to have this for my phone, this type of, like, earbud, whatever. Oh my gosh, help. Yeah, so now I have more like the little slit instead of the circle. I'll explain this well. They're down there, and I would show you, but I'm awfully comfortable, so. But yeah, so that's what this type of iPod digital device requires. You have to use this type. This one right here, because, yeah, so yeah, let's get this guy out of here, and I should just stop with the chit-chat and get with the point of the video. Alright, so I was just thinking, and hopefully the stutter is not too annoying or pronounced like it has been these past few days. So you go to the home screen and you see now playing at the top, and then just going down, Genius Mixes, which I've never tried before, playlists, artists, albums, songs, genres, composers, compilations, audiobooks, podcasts, iTunes U. Apparently podcasts are very popular. They're fairly new to me, but I've never really been interested in them or drawn to them. So, not that I avoid them or think that they're bad or anything, but just where I want to spend my time and my energy, like the things I do in my free time, even if it's on in the background, I would prefer to do other things, if that makes sense. So those are the areas, and then the home screen, you have music, videos, fitness, podcasts, photos, radio. Radio I've hardly ever used. I don't use pictures on here. I don't use the fitness app thing. Video, same thing. Podcasts, like I said. Basically, I'll just use artists, albums, and that's like it. I don't really go anywhere else, but it would help to, I guess, have those other, like, tabs per se, because it can help you find the song that you're thinking of but can't name, can't find easily, whatever. So we're just going to go to artists, and that will be everyone. Okay, so let me check just really fast. Yeah, we'll do artists, okay? That should be everyone, if I'm thinking this through correctly. If I'm doing the artists versus the albums, it will be easier to, like, tell you who's who. Alright, so a little backstory, though, before we really begin. Is there a beginning to this? There's an ending, I promise, I swear. But, I keep saying it's a really bad habit. I didn't used to be this bad about the word and pauses and whatever. Fillers? Is it a filler? Anyway, so, gonna switch it up so instead of So, I was just going to say, what was I going to say? Oh geez. Oh, the backstory. Okay, so my history with music has basically been Bombay Bicycle Club. Sometimes I just can't talk, like a lot of the time. And then, like a little side person here and there, but Bombay has always been there for me, and like I've always been there for them. Like they're my go-to, my number one, my very most favorite, my favorite band, my favorite people. I don't know much about them. I know that they're based in the UK, and if I'm wrong about that, I'm so sorry. I don't pay attention to famous people. I don't really know other people's stories. I'm too engrossed in what's going on around me in my personal life than to go to like celebrities and famous people and like follow them. So I don't know much about them. I just know that I love them and that they're great. I was actually going to go see them this next month, April, and didn't work out. I already know it's not going to. My dad and I were talking, and we're just like, hey, we're not going to be able to, what with the coronavirus and the drama and the danger and the potential for problems and going across the border. We can't go to Canada if we're here in Idaho, and just the travel and the whatever. So won't be able to do that. It just so happened that they were going to be in the area, in Alberta area. I think it was Calgary. I need to look back at the email. I don't even know where I was going to be going for that, but we would go to Calgary anyway. So it would have been like swing, swing, doing this stop, doing that stop. It's on the way, might as well. Like perfect timing, kill two birds with one stone. I've never really been to a concert. Sure, I've been to like holiday ones, Christmas ones, church ones. Said it again. I just haven't ever seen a band that I really care about and like drool over, and Bombay would have been the perfect first one for me to go to, and it would have been really fun to go with my dad. It's just postponed. Hopefully I can go to another concert with my dad, a concert, and we're definitely going to be going back to Canada. Hopefully soon. We'll just have to wait and see and plan another time. But I would just love to be more involved in the music world, and especially go to concerts and festivals and just stuff with music. I really want to get into music, you know? And I can pretend to sing, but I won't. Maybe not today. But, so there's that. I don't even know where I was going with that. Right. Okay, Bombay Bicycle Club. My sister Haley, she's older than me. I got two sisters. She's the one that's 4 years. She makes it so we're 4 years apart. She's 4 years older than me, okay? And she's big into music. She likes alternative mostly, and I do as well. She like converted me, or like taught me how to love it, I guess. Like, she really introduced me to it. So, Bombay Bicycle Club, my favorite band, and she introduced me, and they have been my favorite ever since I heard of them in, I think, high school. Well, definitely high school. It was like my freshman year. And then the year before 8th grade, that was when I really got into music. Or at least, like, not heard of it. That sounds so dumb, and that it makes me seem like I live under a rock. But when I, like, started to hear names and remember names and just go onto YouTube and search people up, sounds like a stalker, but just watch music videos. I was going to stutter, so I had to do the bunny ears. Right? Okay. So yeah, and then 8th grade, Lenka, Lenka, and I should have her on here too to tell you more about her. She was the first person that I really ever liked or remembered, and she's just really cute. She's awesome. She's great. I really like the things that she does. I don't know if she's really doing music anymore. I haven't really kept track of her, but just really cute stuff. I think her first song was like Heart Skips a Beat, or at least the first song that I like fell in love with, first song of hers. And again, my sister Haley introduced me. But let's actually go to what I like. A little bit of pop. That was like what I was big into at first, and now it's a lot of alternative, and I do like some electric, like electronic, whatever. Again, I'm not an expert. I don't know like anything about music. Okay, if I'm at like 20 minutes, I will cry. I am. I haven't talked about anything, but like, guys, have you noticed anything different about me? It's not my hair, it's my face. That was going to be my intro, and then I forgot to say it till just now. But okay. So, the Airborne Toxic Event, Andy Grammer, Animal Kingdom, Arcade Fire, Arctic Monkeys, Avril Lavigne, Baby Monster, Band of Horses, Bastille, I think how you pronounce it, The Beatles, Bombay Bicycle Club, Bon Iver, Bon Jovi, Broken Bells, Capital Cities, and Catface. Look that up. I don't know if you can even find it, and I can't believe it was on iTunes. Anyway, moving on. Coldplay, Dale Earnhardt Jr., now just Jr., he dropped the rest of his name. David, I think it's Guetta. I think that's The World Is Mine, yeah. Let's see. Death Cab for Cutie, Isley, Ellie Goulding, Empire of the Sun, Fleet Foxes, Florence and the Machine, Foster the People, Friendly Fires, Fun, I think it's Glacier, I'm sorry. Goatee is I think how you pronounce it. Graffiti 6, Grimes, Howie Day, Husky, Imagine Dragons, Islands, Jack and White. The name was longer, so I had to click, and then it clicked me out of it. I'd like to see the name, whatever. Jimmy Eat World, John Newman, Jupiter Rising, Justice, Karen Park, Katy Perry, Kimbra, Kitten, Lady Gaga, Lana Del Rey, Lenka, like I said, Little and Ashley, Lord Huron, Lord, Lowline, Likely, I think how you pronounce it, MIA, Maddie Diaz, Magic Man, Marina and the Diamonds, Maroon 5, Matt, I think it's Nathanson, Matt Pond, PA, Matt Simons, Nico, whatever, Memory Tapes, Metronomy, I think, MGMT, Michael Jackson, Mike Snow, Miley Cyrus, Mindy Gledhill, Moby, Mudford and Sons, The Naked and Famous, The Neighborhood, Neon Trees, Non-T-I-Q, N-O-N space T-I-Q, No, all caps, One Republic, Orianthe, Scissor Sisters. Ooh, I'll show you something after, or like, force you to hear something. Prepare your ears, okay? So Scissor Sisters, Sky, I think Ferreira, Small Pools, Taylor Swift, The Temper Trap, Ex-Ambassadors, and the grand finale, last one, Young the Giant. So yes, those are the people. Those are the ones. So just some names of cool people. And, okay, let's go here. So this was also another intro idea. I always think through the intros. I'm trying to switch them up and be creative and also be weird. But let's go here. My volume's always off. Wait. Okay, sorry, it's the best song. So yeah, I just thought that was appropriate and it really fit the theme of the video because something like this, it's a song that goes something like this and we're talking about songs. So I'm going to turn this guy off. Don't know the next time I'm going to listen to it, but my dad will help me make this smaller. Don't even know if I said that. I've noticed in myself that I start telling stories and then I don't finish them. So sorry about that. And sorry about my crazy, ridiculous behavior being extra crazy and ridiculous. Yeah, I will re-watch this, or like watch it for the first time, and I'll see if I like it, and I'll see if I'll like it enough to upload it, or at least be okay with it enough to upload it. Hopefully you guys like it, I don't know. Fuzzy. So, music. Music can be fun. Music is pretty great, and I'm grateful for it. It is a release and an escape, and sorry. I think it's really healthy. It is an outlet as well. It's just something creative, and you can make it, you can create it yourself, like if you sing or are in a band, or if you play an instrument. I tried piano, I can pretend to sing. I was technically in a choir, and I remember I told my parents that I forgot the date of the, not rehearsal, performance, concert, whatever concert, and it had already happened, and it did. And then I told my parents, they were asking about it, and I was like, oh, I guess we forgot. But really, I knew. I just didn't go because I got stage fright, and I know I can't sing. People thought I could. People sometimes think I can. I don't know. But, yeah, it's just piano, singing for me. I don't know, piano was okay. I played it on and off, high school. A little bit in middle school, I think. Anyway. And then there's singing, and I can pretend, but that's been like my music history. I remember elementary school, I was talking to this person, very specific, like this musical guy, and he brought these instruments, him and his friends, and I'm not explaining this very well at all, but there were adults with musical instruments, and they were helping some elementary school aged kiddos, some grades in my elementary school, find their instrument, like whatever. And I tried some, and my face would turn red, not just because like the energy and the exertion of trying to like blow into the trumpet, or I don't know, it was like embarrassment. So I'm not very musical, I'm not very talented in this area, but I just really appreciate artists, and they can really help you. I mean, music, it takes you away to a place that you wish could exist, or a place that you want to be, and like a place where you want to be. And I don't know, it's in movies and shows and in real life, and you can like go to things, concerts, and you can have your ears in, as I call it, have my ears in. You can dance to it, jam out to it, you can have parties with music, you could sing, you can play, you can be and do, and I don't know, that's my shout out to music, and I don't know, I'm grateful for it. But before the camera tells me to shut up, as in it gets to be a half hour, and there's a hair here, let me see. Okay, I'm going to end it here. So, my Nano says goodbye, and now I say goodbye. Excuse me. Alright, and goodbye.